I'm Shizue Seigel, and we're at the Latin American Club in the Mission District at LitCrawl 2023. I'm part of Right Now SFA, and we will be doing readings from our latest anthology, Uncommon Ground, BIPOC Journeys to Creative Activism. The readers will be Karla Brundage, Kimi Sugioka, Tamina Khan, Tarita McKell, and Vianney Gavilanes, and me. We're honored to be here and hope to see you again next year. I'm going to keep my reading a little short so that the other writers will have plenty of time to read. They're all amazing, remarkable writers. So today's chaos and uncertainty reminds me of my formative years in the 1980s, the era of leveraged buyouts, downsizing and outsourcing were a slow economic killing that many of us didn't notice until the chaos of dissolution and the stench of decay were well upon us. The 80s were about a national aching, an aching with desire that ended for some with killing what we most desired and ourselves with it in many cases. Some of us still don't know we're dead, while others don't yet know what life is. And others have to keep reminding ourselves that every loss and death brings rebirth as day follows night. In the 1980s, I was aching to make a creative life, ached to make a living, ached that I had to leave my hippie life behind, my hippie Earth Mother life behind in pursuit of marketable skills. I had to give up the milky sprawl of hungry little mouths, wriggling bodies, toddling curiosities of mom and kids exploring together. When my kids started school, I went back to school too, searching for a way to make a living that might feed my ache for creativity, ache for meaning, ache to belong. As a Japanese American, I'd grown up in largely white society where I was the perpetual outsider. So that need to belong is a really old one. I quickly learned in art school that I would never be white enough, male enough, or well-connected enough to make a living in fine arts. So I switched to commercial art school. There I learned there is a muse, and it can push us in all kinds of crazy, unanticipated directions. In school, three disparate mentors, oddballs and misfits all, had found their niche in inspiring others, in sharing nuggets of life wisdom, if we were paying attention, that could carry us through the rest of our lives. At the heart of their wisdom was love and resilience. The design teacher said, "If you came to art school to avoid math and writing, think again. Learn to love the details. Sweat the small stuff, or you're gonna fail big." The intro to advertising guy said, "If you're truly creative, be prepared to be depressed every 9 months for the rest of your life." You wonder why? Well, when you're producing, you feel like a genius, wonderful, talented. You're just churning out great stuff. And then the upward trajectory levels off, slows down, and finally you hit a wall. And then you feel you know absolutely nothing, and everything that you ever created is garbage. But that's a sign of growth. When you're putting out what you've already learned, you're not taking in new perspectives and new skills. You should also love when you start noticing what you don't know. That's when you start taking in new stuff. And when you've absorbed enough, then you start creating again until the next leveling off and the next wall. The third mentor didn't say much. He just looked at our work and ripped it off the wall every week. "Get used to it," he finally said after several weeks. "In advertising, you're going to get rejections day after day. no explanation. Just, I don't like it. So, dig down for the inner strength to keep going. Don't do it for the money, because you won't get it. Don't do it for approval. Do it because you love communicating. So the ad world was a mad whirl to produce nothing, designed to sell glorified nothings. It was so different from the world of my grandparents. They grew real food. They built irrigation systems, distribution systems, built their own homes and churches and community halls. And for their efficiency, they got put in concentration camps. Yep, they created what they needed with sawhorses and screwdrivers, sewing machines, and crochet hooks. And when they came out of the camps in late middle age, they started on their knees and to do it again. But advertising taught me to love the details of doing things right. I learned about discipline and teamwork and speaking up for myself. Because if I didn't talk faster and louder than all the white males in the room, I was not going to be able to get a word in edgewise. So, when life rips up your careful plans, look for what you need to learn and start again.
It's an amazing book that gave us the opportunity to share our creative journeys to activism. The revolution will be televised. The revolution will be televised. Can't you see it's happening right now? Last night was phase 6, shock and awe. Phase 1, destroy the warriors. Define warriors however you want. Every society has warriors, and our warriors are being taken down one by one. Phase 2, cut out our tongues, change the language, redefine words to have new meanings: liberal, entitlement, news, apology, guilty, real, fake, footprint, cloud. Phase 3, take our religion, give us icons to worship, bow your heads and text, bow your heads and text. Replace prayer with phase 4, take our land. Phase 5, destroy the family unit. Let the women come together for, no, against, no, for, no, against, no, for the safety of our children, born and unborn, our bodies sacred and trampled. Phase 6, shock and awe. Replay violent deaths over and over for analysis. Was he really choking? Could he really breathe? Was she really carrying a phone? Was their skirt too short? Was that really a firebomb? Tell the kids it's okay to dance on the heads of their dead opponents. Introduce the extreme right. I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. Introduce the extreme left. Who's left? The revolution will be televised. Turn off all the lights, keep them on. Turn off all the lights, keep them on. Are we running out of water? Are we running out of time? Are we running? Are we running? Make sure you have a gun. Make sure you have a gun. Lock your doors. Lock them tight. The revolution will be televised tonight. Greedy mouth. Cut my scalp onto this cloth. Take my head, wrap dripping blood, wrap it into your own. Wear my skin like you own it. Place these beads from my waist into your ears. Excavate my eggs and eat them on your plate as garnish. Palate your tongue with sugar from my clitoris. Garnish your wrist with the smallest bone of my left toe. Rest the air from my lungs into plastic bottle between your knuckles. Here you can play the doll of your hatred, housed in lockless doors with golden coins in a locked chest. Sever the locks from my scalp and wrap them in a song you shout into the wind. In the key-locked vault, wind the coinage of your sad, sad heart. I am nothing but a finger thumb. You have taken my scalp and my spine, my voice and my mind. I have emptied it all for you, and you have opened your greedy, greedy mouth to swallow. I'm so tired. I think I need a chair. Oh, it feels so much better to sit down now. So we're in a critical time. Poets as activists. This book about our journey. And I'm thinking, like, what is a poet activist? And like, what is the motivation to be a poet and to be an activist? And I'm thinking, like, results. I guess that's what inspires activism, is this like hope for change. So I've also been thinking about this word like war and what it means, and how like there's this machine out there and it keeps telling us like war, there's this war. It's like trying to confuse us, you know, like what is war? I'm feeling so confused. It's so exhausting. And there's so many wars. War on drugs. War on mosquitoes. I heard there's a war on mosquitoes. There was a war on COVID. War on homelessness. Hear about that one. War on women. War on our bodies. Black, brown, queer, all of our bodies. And people are really dying. But I'm alive. Here I am. I'm so tired. Suddenly, I'm so tired. I feel like my power is zapped. Does anyone have a blanket? I have a blanket. Look, I have one. I need to just take a little nap. Wait, I think I need a pillow now. Look, I have a pillow. I'm so tired. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, now I'm thirsty. I'm so thirsty. I have these earrings. Can I give you these earrings for a cup of water, please? Thank you. Thank you. That was it.